Hello, welcome back to another video from Spirit of Tao and Three Treasures. My name's Jeff Godfrey. I'm not from the road anymore. I'm actually now showing you this from my family home up in New Hampshire. So today I want to share one of my favorite new things, and most of you know I can't stand technology. But that's not entirely true. It's appropriate technology is what I like. Now, what I'm having today, right now, I had a bunch of tea, and as usual, I'm having some of the reishi. Reishi made after tea. You just add hot water. Very good for nourishing the kidneys, especially for the males. That left kidney, that's such a hard thing for males to replenish that energy. So this is my wintertime replenishing medicine, yeah. And it brings that fire energy back down into the kidneys that we use up digesting all summer long. Anyways, aside from reishi, my newest favorite toy is something that I got through one of my teachers, yeah. And actually she is the wife of my primary teacher, yeah, Deanna Christensen. Congratulations, if you guys didn't know that they got married this year. And so anyways, what I wanted to share with you is the thing that I got from her, which is called the Zytocompass, and also what it involves. So Zytocompass is amazing new technology, and many of you know that I studied many years with different naturopaths, and one of my favorite early mentors and became a really good friend. He taught me a lot about this technology that could read the body as an energy, and then was able to translate each part of the body into a sine wave frequency. And you say, what does that mean? Well, every single part of our body has a frequency that can be read. And now they've figured out how to read it, make it into a little mathematical formula, plug it into a machine, and after that it gives you the wave, the mathematical formula that will cancel the issue. So we don't know what's wrong with us, but we know there's something wrong. It's a vibration, a wave. The machine measures it, finds what that wave is, finds what will correct the wave, and then we take it. And so this went on for years, the technology of how it developed. A lot of it in Europe, way before we had it here, because of course, you know, the FDA doesn't allow anything without randomized trials and other nonsense. You know, because you gotta have a zillion bucks to get one of those trials, and fortunately, drug companies have that kind of money. They can do the trials all day long, and they can conduct them themselves, and then the FDA can approve them. So because we don't have that for all these other companies, these inventors that come up with these things, it takes a long time to get here. And so what I'm showing you has nothing to do with healing any disease. Yeah, okay, so I have to say that ahead of time. Anyways, this system I've used extensively now, and I'm completely impressed. And so I'll give you a little lead into this. When I went to go for training this summer, I was training the Hung Lung Kung Fu system. I went down to see my teacher, and before I left, I've been managing a small organic farm, and we had basil everywhere, and really nice basil, and I was eating it 3 times a day. And I thought, what the hell's the matter with me? Why do I crave basil? So, and you know, I studied herbs and everything, but I'm trying to understand on a much deeper level than you know, okay, what does the book say about this herb? So I get down for training. After the first day, it's brutal in the desert. You're in horse stance for 2 hours, and it's just, it's tough. Toughest training you want to do if you do it right, ever. Far harder than Ironman or any of the other stuff I used to do when I was young and crazy. And so, anyways, long story short, he looks at me first day and goes, oh, you need to rebuild your glands and work on your kidneys. And so I'm like, okay, what else is new? I get a report when I go, because he's got like x-ray, looks right at you, tells you what's wrong. The next day, his wife, is having a free class. And so after we do our Kung Fu training, we go to the free class, or actually it was the same day, that afternoon. And she has this thing called the Zytocompass. And she says, oh yeah, come for the class, it's about essential oils. And you know, I've used essential oils for many years, and I actually stopped using them because I couldn't get good ones. They were always junk, what I could buy, no matter if it was organic or not. And she schooled me. And she's been using this system for a few months, but she was getting into oils a long time ago, and about this time last year I started wanting oils, and I couldn't find what I wanted. Long story short, she had them, and I wasn't aware of them. I knew the company, but I wasn't into what I thought was this culture, but the company does really well, and the oils produce amazing results. So much so that I got into it too. And I got into it because with this Zytocompass, you can actually pinpoint exactly what you need. You don't have to mess around. Now, because I study the Taoist arts, this thing is my friend as far as technology goes. Because, you know, I'm back in Game Boy. That's all I remember. And I honestly always thought that was nonsense, distraction. Even the computer, my first 4 years of school. I didn't touch the computer. I avoided it like a plague. I got a girlfriend to write papers. I didn't like it because I didn't feel it was appropriate use of mind power. But now I got a different view on life, and I wanted to share this with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick you up and let you see firsthand what the Zytocompass looks like. And so you can kind of see the screen. You get a readout on your computer. And the way it works is, I'm going to show you, this is the Zytocompass, okay? And I'm trying to do this as best as I can. You put your hand on this little guy, you can see the little green light in there and a red light, and basically what it does, it starts to run electrical current through your body. And as it does, it's looking for those little frequencies that are screwed up. Again, here's what it looks like, and you've seen a computer screen. I don't need to show that to you again, but maybe I'll see if you can see it a little bit better this time. Hold it up here. You get a readout of what your body needs, and then you can conveniently, can you see that? You can conveniently scroll through and take a look at what it says. And this one says today, juniper. Okay, so I've been working really hard on cleaning up the blood and the kidneys and the liver this time of year. And sure enough, it shows me, I need a little more help with that one. Now, the other thing about it is, they have these great books, which if you don't have a Zytocompass, you can take a book like Modern Essentials, look it up and say, oh, I got a bunion on my foot. Well, the book says, use this for bunions, or asthma, or whatever the problem. I got a person come to me with cancer, and hers was frankincense. And you know, she went to an intuitive person, and the person actually was telling her, take frankincense. Now, this gal didn't even know she had cancer. I mentioned that to you because I see people all the time don't know what they're fighting. But the Zytocompass nailed it and said frankincense, which is widely known and used in the essential health circle for that very purpose. Now, the other thing you can have is you can look up in this book, Emotional Guide. So when you get it, you go, ah, well, that doesn't sound like me. Well, if you know about our tradition, you know that cancer, we say, is often a case of when a person doesn't know whether they want to be here or not, usually because they don't like the way the world looks. And so frankincense, the oil of truth, okay, it reveals deceptions and false truths. And so often a person with cancer doesn't like life anymore. And that's not real. You've got to like life. And if you like life, you heal and you get better. If you don't like life, you don't get better. And so when a person has an issue, you give them this book, they can look at it. I gave it to my mom, one of the oils that came up for her. It said, you were stubborn and whatnot. And I was like, oh, that's not her. And she's like, oh, that's me. And so I learned right there, oh, I don't know everything about Mom. Anyways, that's what I wanted to share with you today. When you get the Zytocompass, the other thing you get, if you get involved with the Zytocompass, it's a very serious kit of oils. There you can see it. And it has over 60 of the best therapeutic grade essential oils that you can imagine. These things are unreal. They're nothing like the junk that I used to buy. And some of you might know like the story one time, my ex-wife, she was so sick. She had a kidney infection. And my friend advised me to let her go through it, not take the drugs, and just stay with her. So I did for many, many days. And the fever wasn't going to break. It was really high. And the way I broke the fever was with peppermint oil. Just a simple application. When it seemed like the fever had cooked off the infection. And my neighbor was a naturopath, acupuncturist, said I was nuts. Said I was going to kill her, damage her kidneys. Well, application of peppermint oil, bam. Fever broke. I was exhausted. Skipped med school all that week. And the next morning she woke up and looked at me and said, and the light was coming in the window, and she said, "It's a brand new day." She had barely spoke for a week. And so I can tell you, I know for sure that these things are amazing and effective. And they work on the level in Chinese medicine called Jing, meaning the essence. It restores the essence to the cells. And as far as healing diseases and all that whatnot, you know I don't believe in those words anyways. That's why I left med school in the first place. I believe that you're a person, not a disease. And that in order to fix you, you have to fix the cause, not the disease. You can hunt diseases forever and ever, but when you know what the cause is, you can cure the disease. So often that's why we have a book about emotions, because what's behind us was our own responsibility, our own thing we caused to come out of balance. And so for the rest of the day, give that a thought. If you need a Zytocompass scan, you know who to come to. If you're interested, contact me. I can get you in touch with them and get you one if you're interested. It's a very good tool for those who teach like I do traditional medicine and natural medicine, because it gives you the answer. You need fish oil, boom, it tells you. You need bone nutrients, it tells you. And you can get the products straight to the same company because it's designed for that. It's not designed to tell you go down to GNC and buy some garbage that's out of whack and balanced and from China, because if you research what's going on right now, supplement companies, organic can be 10% of any crap the manufacturer wants to put in there. That's why you got to start paying more attention. You got to be more vigilant about what you put in your body, because unfortunately the powers that be keep making it easier and easier for junk to get on the market. So I don't buy anything except a very few items anymore from supplement companies, because I sold them. I know what it's about. And now that I'm involved with DoTERRA, I don't have to worry about garbage that I'm paying for. So if you're interested in that or anything else we have to do here at Spirit of Tao and Three Treasures Tea, get in touch with me and I will gladly talk to you for free on Skype or on FaceTime anytime you like. And I will wish you wonderful holidays and can't wait to see you the next time I have a class, seminar, event, workshop, tea ceremony. Okay, have a good holiday. Bye-bye.